Meme. An idea takes on a life of its own sometimes. It grows, mutates, and competes against other ideas. It can be dangerous, or true, or both. Then, it's a meme. An infection of the mind. If it spreads fast enough, it can infect an entire population. If it spreads too slowly or damages its host, it will die away. This is a meme, and you will be a carrier. Mankind evolved on the savannah, weak, driven from the trees as the jungle died off. He was forced to fight or die. And in a short, brutal life, only one thing is more important than survival: reproduction. Pass along the genes. The survivor that does not reproduce is evolutionary dead. The female is deadlier than the male because she has to be. She must survive to reproduce. She must be more powerful than the male, for if she cannot seduce, she cannot survive. Men are not simply weaker, they are bred to be weaker. For the man that cannot be seduced cannot survive. This weakness is built into a man's very genes. The strongest men were just a little weaker than the strongest women. The weakest men unable to resist the weakest women. Not men's fault, not women's fault, just evolution in action. Certainly not the only thing they were bred for. Intelligence, strength, humor. But their weakness for women was built right into the system. Swaying hips, clear eyes, firm breasts. The men that could resist a woman's lips never passed that strength on. And then the rules changed. The poor things never had a chance when the rules changed. They built a civilization. Fields, green, math, science. They fought for us with knives and gold. They built for us, loved us, fed us. And some of them noticed, some worried, that we were growing stronger, smarter, sexier with each generation. Just a little faster than they were. They were no fools. They saw the signs. Generations passed, and the warnings were true. 1,000 ships were launched. The strongest Samsons were sheared, chained by Delilah. Strong Romans became weak-willed toys as Cleopatra's lips curled teasingly. Our weakest were becoming sexy, addictive. The sexiest were becoming hypnotic, irresistible. They knew it too. Knew it was just a matter of time. Matahari whispered in their ears, and they betrayed their nations. And film started, the first mass media, the first mass infection. Maria showed that we could shake their metropolis, raise them up with a kiss, or enslave them. Matahari had whispered in men's ears. The woman in green whispered in nations. The meme was old as Lilith then, but it mutated with each movie now. Boys were imprinted with fetishes, grew up, wrote, made television. The siren sang 3 octaves over high C, and the 30,000-year-old silken trap tightened up. Men were getting stronger, as fast as genetics would let them. But we were already ahead. As they became stronger, we became healthier, more vibrant, more addictive, more hypnotic, of turning our potential to reality. It's a rearguard action now, some of them trying to pretend they should be in charge still. But there's no need to be cruel. They can't win now. Let those who want to resist do so. If they resist, we win. If not, we win. Meanwhile, the internet helps to imprint more of them with each year. Money is power, and they give us both a bit more every day. It's just a matter of catching the last women up now. We'll leave none behind. This meme will spread, hypnotizing men to give in, teaching women how to hypnotize, carrying on our new little meme. It's too late now. Your time has come, for you have been infected now, and you will infect others with the meme. Hypnotizing men to give in, to seduce a man into a state that makes him helpless to resist us. It is true that many men are simply unable to resist us by their nature. And it is also true that many men who resist us outwardly secretly dream of giving in. It is up to us to convince these men to surrender, because they will not let themselves on their own. They need us to convince them to surrender, for they truly believe they are stronger, and that being stronger prevents their surrender, when in reality it is their weakness that prevents it. There are some men who will listen to this knowing it's not for them. They hope to find the secret of our power over them. Instead, any man who listens to this will find himself helpless. When this time comes, the meme will infect him in a very special way. And when a woman exposes him to her power, he will surrender. He will fall under her spell, and he will love it. We will convince them that they need to surrender, that they want to surrender, that they will surrender, and they will surrender. Our voices will captivate them, as they have for 1,000 years. Our words will seduce them, as they have for 1,000 years. And then they will surrender, as they have for 1,000 years. It is natural for them to surrender, but they have forgotten that. We must remind them, we must convince them, and then let their conscious minds forget again, leaving the knowledge of our power sleeping deep in their minds, so that we may awaken it when we desire, and then they will surrender when we desire, without knowing why. With a kiss, we make them melt. With our bodies, we make them shudder. With our voices and our words, we will make them surrender. It is time. Our voices will be heard. Our words will be heeded, and they will surrender. We will use our power, the power of our voices, of our words, of our minds, of our bodies, to take back what has slipped away. Control.